Hi, and welcome to the most important video in our series, Budget versus Expectations. To begin with, a budget is a set of projections based on hypothetical sales, and expectations are a set of projections based on actual sales. If we look at the budget first, when we're building a plan, the first, we want to know how much it's going to cost and what our benefits are going to be and how long it's going to take. And if we're talking about a business, we want to know how much of each thing we're going to do each month, and we want to know what the year is going to look like. And the way we do that is we sit down and we put together what's called a budget. And we make certain projections based on our costing. We say if we're going to do this, we're going to require this, and it all flows from the costing. One thing that we do in the budget process is we always assume that things are going to go well. You don't sit in a budget meeting and say, okay, but how about all the sick days we're going to have? Or how about the equipment that's going to break down? We say, okay, this is what we want to do, this is how we want to do it, and that's what it would look like if we were able to do so. Okay? Which brings us to expectations. Unfortunately, in the real world, not everybody orders in a way that balances out your load. In the real world, not everybody orders exactly what you thought they were going to order. In the real world, equipment breaks down and people are sometimes not there, or sometimes not at their best, or sometimes they're having a great day. So what we need to do is create a second set of projections based on the circumstances on the ground. Okay, and we do that for two reasons. First of all, we want to know how well we budget. Okay, how closely our expectations mirror our budget tells us how well we budget. Okay, we have our daily tracking. Okay, first of all, we know over time, if we remember the tracking video, things are going to change a little bit. So our daily tracking is going to modify our expectations, to incorporate those changes in greater efficiencies, or we covered them in the last video. So we want to know how well we budget. But when it comes to managing people, okay, the most important thing is to be fair. Okay, it is not fair to come out to someone a month after the fact, because you've got your financial statement and you're comparing your budget to what happened, and you've got a labor dollar that says something different than you thought it was going to be in the budget. Okay, nobody remembers exactly how that number came to be at that point, and it may well have been nothing to do with any of your people. It may have just been everything got ordered on the same day, so everything was done on overtime. Or it may be more of one thing was ordered than you thought was going to be ordered, which maxed out your credit with your preferred vendor. So everything you bought for the next 3 weeks cost you more because you had a cash issue or a credit limit issue. Anyway, these are the kind of things that can come up, and our projections based on actual sales give us an opportunity to analyze things appropriate to the circumstances on the ground. And when you can do that, it's a lot less stress for everybody. There's a lot less effort wasted in backtracking, and you have a much better chance of having each day go as you thought it was going to go. So that's budget versus expectation.